think he's way off on this one. I think it'll be one of the biggest things for the UFC if Chimaev wins the belt. I think he'll be probably one of the biggest stars, superstar right now the UFC has. He's already a star. He already has that.
Do we trust him to be able to fight again? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing, is like, can he do it twice?
So far, experts have issued their bets, expressed their concerns, and analyzed both the players from head to toe. But Belal is having none of that. He is here to clear what's right. Din Thomas, in a podcast interview with Mike Bone, made it clear that he viewed Khamzat to be a disaster for the UFC world if he won the fight against DDP in UFC 319. According to him, there could be a huge possibility that Khamzat may even step back from fighting the match.
No, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. If Khamzat wins, it's a disaster, actually, because you know you can't tell me that a part of you is just like thinking this fight actually might not happen.
Going on, Din claimed that some fighters are merely used to pulling out of fights at the last minute, disrupting the flow and integrity of UFC. And Khamzat, according to Din, is one of them. He even raised the question, if Khamzat does show up, will he do so again?
Some of these guys are just habitual in terms of not making it to the dance. And there's a part of
this one though, right? He's got to be dead.
Well, no, I'm not going to be pessimistic about it and just say he's going to show up. But my point is that if he does show up and he does win, do we trust him to be able to fight again? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing, is like, can he do it twice, 2 or 3 times? Because we need movement. Like, I hate when it's just like static, when there's no movement in these divisions. And in order for there to be movement in the divisions, the champions have to fight.
Targeting what Din Thomas said about Khamzat Chimaev, Belal Muhammad made it known clearly that Khamzat is the best thing that could happen to UFC, especially if he takes the win. With his undeniable aura and superstar status, Khamzat is poised for a brighter future.
I don't know what the fudge Din Thomas is talking about, but I think he's way off on this one. I think it'll be one of the biggest things for the UFC if Chimaev wins the belt. I think he'll be probably one of the biggest stars, superstar right now the UFC has. He's already a star. He already has that invincible aura about him. I think it's only going to get bigger.
Further talking about it, Belal claimed that Din is way off with his prediction about Khamzat. According to him, the main reasons why Khamzat couldn't be active in the UFC world were because of his visa issues, which have now been resolved.
I know Din Thomas said that he won't be as active, but I think a lot of that just comes from not being able to get into the US. Now he's in the US, he's been training in LA, he's fighting in Chicago. Especially if he wins the belt, I think it'll be easier for him to stay down here.
Adding to that, Belal believes that Khamzat could easily outstrike Dricus. Defeating a fighter who is on a winning streak would be a massive upgrade for Khamzat's career. And according to Belal, that day is not too far away when we see Khamzat holding the title belt.
Especially if he goes out there and dominates Dricus, who's on a hot streak. And I think he can. I think he can go out there and finish him dominantly, or even like Habib said, just strike with him.
Я думаю, что мое личное мнение, я бы Хамзату в стойке
I think he could outstrike him. He'll make it look easy if he keeps it on the feet, I think.
Furthermore, Belal also believes that while Dricus might have an upper hand with grappling abilities and unpredictable moves, along with strong cardio, Chimaev has a cleaner style that can keep the fight going for the entire 5 rounds, which would be ultimately in his favor.
Yeah, Dricus has a chin, he has cardio, he has an awkward style, he has toughness, but I think Chimaev's a lot cleaner. If he keeps it standing, I think he'll be able to keep that pace the whole 5 rounds and even hurt him. He showed a lot of his power, and he's shown that he's working hard. He's only getting stronger at 185. He's showing his body is forming out to it, so I do think he could do it dominantly.
In contrast to that, Din Thomas is still adamant about the view that Dricus would be able to defeat Khamzat during the UFC 319 match, claiming that Khamzat is a sprinter who cannot last 5 rounds of a championship game at his level of best fighting abilities, further undermining the fighter.
You think Dricus beats Khamzat?
Yeah, I do.
Really?
I do. I really do. I think Khamzat is a sprinter. I think if you were to make fights 1 5-minute round, Khamzat beats anybody in the world, any weight class. But you can't fight championship level fights for 5 rounds at the pace where he's at his best. If he fights like that at his best, I think Dricus is so durable and he's so smart that he'll be able to withstand that. Now they're swimming in deep water, and Khamzat can't swim that deep.
However, after expressing his honest views about his predictions about the fights and where the fighters could go next, Din admitted that often his opinions are not taken lightly, causing him to face backlash not just from the audience, but also from the fighters themselves.
When it's over, man, I'll dog everybody. Like, if you fought a bad fight, I'm dogging you. And there's a reason for this. Because I've been in this game so long and I've given so much to this game. I go to gyms to this day. I show up in a city, I go to a gym, and I'll teach for free. I reach out there. I've been in Extreme with Sean Strickland. I give these guys free game. Yo, this is what's working, this is what's not working, this is how you get better. Oh man, don't worry, I got it. So when I'm on the broadcast and I see you ain't got it, I'm gonna talk about you because I've been willing to give free game my entire career. So like if you don't want to take my free game, you're gonna have to take the criticism. Hey man, listen, do better. You know what I'm saying? Like, do better. It's not me. Don't be mad at me if you didn't do good. It's you, because at the end of the day, like, these guys, men and women, they dedicate their lives to the sport. Like, if you are a fighter, your window's like 5 years, you dedicate your life to the sport. You perform once or twice a year, maybe 3 times, 3-4 times a year. You have to be on.
Even Michael Bisping, upon hearing Din Thomas's views, could not help but side with Khamzat on this matter. He claimed that while it is true that Khamzat pulled out of 6 matches in his career, most of them were during the times of COVID-19. He claimed even the other could be accounted for easily.
Now, first of all, the 3 fights with Leon Edwards, that was probably because of COVID. That was 2020 and 2021. I can't remember the exact details, but fights were dropping off left, right, and center because of COVID. So forget about those 3. The one with Nate Diaz, yeah, okay, he couldn't make weight. So then they brought in Kevin Holland instead. So he did fight somebody, okay? The fight with Nate Diaz was cancelled, but he did make it to the octagon. And then Paulo Costa, I can't remember what happened there. But 6 fights, according to Tapology.
Adding to that, Michael claimed that there were also a lot of visa issues that Chimaev had to go through, which hindered his ability to fight consistently in the UFC. But even that was all taken care of now. Commenting on the fight, Michael believes that right now it's best to focus on the fight rather than the outcome of the fight.
There was some struggles with visas and stuff like that, but that seems to have all been taken care of. You know, Dana White knows a few people in powerful places, and of course, the fight's going down in Chicago, so getting to the US isn't an issue, so don't worry about that. The main thing that he should worry about, Khamzat Chimaev, is Dricus du Plessis, because yes, of course, Khamzat is a force of nature, and he does have some of the best wrestling in the UFC. The man is a finisher of the highest degree, but we know he does have cardio issues. If he gets past the first round, he could start to slow down. Now, there is footage of him on social media on an exercise bike or an elliptical machine, and he's absolutely killing it. He's got a bunch of people around him just cheering him on and all the rest of it. You're going, go on, Khamzat. Push it, son. Push it, son.
Interestingly, Belal Muhammad, who is supporting Khamzat with openness and eagerness, once upon a time wanted to go against the fighter and even called him out for a match multiple times when Khamzat was in the welterweight division.
In an interview, they're like, would you move up to 85 if Khamzat was champion? And I said, bro, I was calling him out when I was at welterweight. When he was welterweight, I literally wore that shirt to the event. And I had shirts I was throwing out to the crowd. He's undefeated. They think that he can walk through everybody. You're not going to walk through me. So I was calling him out. And then he posted like a pony yesterday, and he's like,
I saw that.
where are you going, pony? I was like,
I didn't quite get it.
I didn't know if it was like a patty, you little sausage or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to take that as disrespect, bro.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
But I was like, all right, bro, I've been called you out. I asked for the fight.
Adding to that, Belal even called out Khamzat publicly after his continuous streak of wins in the welterweight division, claiming he wants to go against the best of the best to prove how good a fighter he actually is, and to show the world that he could be the champion of the welterweight division.
I gotta have my shirt. This is the one I want. This is the one that makes sense. UFC, you don't gotta print out no posters. It's already all set for you. The table's set. All we gotta do is eat now. Let's go.
You're passionate about that Khamzat fight.
It's the only one that makes sense. We're both the 2 top welterweights that haven't fought Usman yet. We're both on dominant runs right now. Like, neither one of us are in the top. Both of us are in the top 5, and we're the only ones that really haven't fought Usman. So it's like, give him a new challenge, give him a new guy. I'm willing to fight him. He's willing to fight me. So what's the hold up? Let's book it. Winner gets next. He's the best right now. He's the guy that everybody's thinking the best. I think I'm the best.
How does that fight go? You knocked him out. You submitted him.
I prove I'm the best. So however it is, I'm going out there and I'm going for the win, no matter what. Yeah. I can KO anybody. Yeah.
All right, cool. Thank you.
After calling out Khamzat for a fight and claiming that this could elevate his career, Belal apparently soured his relationship with the Russian champion, who felt their brotherhood was betrayed. Khamzat claimed that he did not like fake people in his life, tweeting about this entire matter by saying, yes, he called me Muslim brother, then he goes saying he wants to beat me, so should I be nice to you? I like real people, not fake. If you call my brother, you should be my brother. I always support Palestine, but I never support fake people. Moreover, when asked whether there was a sense of brotherhood between the fighters because of their shared religion, Belal admitted that since they hadn't trained together, there wasn't that much warmth between the two. That has obviously changed since then.
Is there no Muslim Brotherhood connection there with Khamzat? He seems like a bit of an outlier in the Muslim Brotherhood world. Like he had beef with Abu Bakr too, right?
Yeah, he had beef with their team,
and
but I think
Khabib had to squash it.
So I haven't trained with those guys. I haven't sweated, bled with those guys, so it's not the same thing.
Yet now, when it came to picking sides, Belal Muhammad did not shy away from choosing Khamzat Chimaev as the possible contender who takes the win on August 16th. According to him, a lot of people are undermining Chimaev's cardio performance, and that Dricus could be in for a surprise since Chimaev is stealthier than him.
Who do I got, DDP or Chimaev? Honestly, I I think too many people are counting out Chimaev's cardio. I think where Khabib said it best, if he stands up with him and strikes with him, I think he'll do well. DDP is an awkward style, but he does get hit a lot. And he breaks a lot of guys with fatigue. If Chimaev doesn't come out super hard in the first round, trying to take him down and letting out all his energy, I think he'll be fine if he keeps it standing. And then maybe the later rounds, you try to wear on him a little bit, but you don't want to go out for that kill in the first round. And DDP just plays defensively. He's strong, obviously. And then you end up burning yourself out for 4 rounds. So he needs to be smart, especially in this 5-round fight. But I got Chimaev. I think Chimaev's a lot crisper on the feet and definitely crisper on the ground.
Moving on, since Din Thomas is one of the most recognized analysts of the UFC world, besides calling Khamzat out, he also shared his thoughts about how the fight could actually proceed. According to him, to go against someone like Khamzat, you need to grapple with him and not be afraid of closing the distance with him like many others do.
But I do think if you want to take other low-hanging fruit, I really do believe this comes down to DDP challenging Khamzat on the floor. You have to be able to grapple with Khamzat if you want to have any chance of winning. That's the reality of it. All these guys, they try to get away from him. Use my distance, get low, use my distance, defend the shot. He's going to get you. He's going to get you. You have to be, you might as well get it out of the way. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't think it's a bad strategy or even be surprised if DDP shot on him.
Yeah.
Man, he might not get the takedown, but you gotta show him that you can grapple with him.
Adding to that, Din also gave the golden advice to Dricus that the best way to go against someone like Khamzat is to break his confidence. According to him, if Khamzat finds out in the ring that someone is a better fighter than him, it would cause him to weaken and ultimately swing the game to DDP's favor.
And all he does is take your back, dump you down, take your back, dump you down. And in order to be successful against him, I believe you have to show him that you can grapple with him. And show him that maybe you're a better grappler than him. And if you're a better grappler than him, you limit his options and you start to break his confidence because I believe that's his crutch. The fact that he can take anybody down.
Furthermore, as a UFC fighter, you are bound to gain attraction from all kinds of people. And usually that attraction can be negative as well, causing you to make some enemies along the way. The same is the case with Khamzat and Paulo Costa. The latter has at many times called Khamzat out and even claimed that the Russian fighter is a coward and horrible for the UFC.
Your buddy, Khamzat.
Oh my God, don't talk about, don't say his name. This make me feel angry.
The guy we're not going to talk about.
Yes, I just want to fight him. I just want to make him bleed. And not talk about him,
Adding to that, Paulo even claimed that he would be there to watch Khamzat and DDP fight, and no matter what the outcome of the fight would be, Paulo is ready to take down Khamzat next.
What do you have to say to your old buddy Khamzat? Because you called him out after the fight.
He's a son of a. I'm gonna destroy this guy one day, very soon. If he lost, it will be sooner than I predict. If he win, I'm gonna wait maybe some round, rodada. Como é que fala rodada? Não, uma rodada. Another round, maybe another round before I face him, but he's mine.
But this fight has to happen before either of you call it a day. This fight has to happen.
Definitely. He win or losses or losing, he's next. This is gonna happen.
What made Paulo so infuriated at Khamzat though? Apparently the hatred brewing inside Paulo does not stem only from professional spars. Rather, it is a personal grudge that boils the fighter's blood into taking revenge on the Russian champion. According to Paulo, Khamzat Chimaev sent unseemly messages to his girlfriend, crossing the line completely.
I want to fight him very badly. I want to hurt him. Doesn't matter if he won that fight or not. Doesn't matter. We need to fight. He talked very bad things about me on my girl Instagram DM. So this is totally personal.
Adding to the fire, Paulo claims that even hearing Chimaev's name causes anger to brew inside of him. He wants to fight against Khamzat by hook or by crook, and the only case scenario where they wouldn't fight would be if Khamzat retires. Otherwise, Paulo is ready.
I feel angry just to hear his name. So we need to fight. We are young. We're gonna be online. So I'm gonna do my best Saturday if God give me the victory, because he knows and he control everything. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get the victory and I'm gonna call his name. Doesn't matter if he win or not. You know, this fight just will not happen if he retire.
So it seems like despite being loved by many, Khamzat does have a side that invites enemies and foes alike. Would this hatred get the best of the fighter, or will he be able to power through the chaos and stand undefeated on top of the pile of his opponents? Let us know in the comments below what you think about this. Is Din Thomas right in believing that bringing Khamzat in and him becoming a UFC champion would cause the decline of UFC as we know it? Or do you side with Belal on his views about Khamzat? Don't forget to like and subscribe to keep updated on the latest news, and hit that bell button to be notified of all the latest videos uploaded. See you soon.